Hello, well done for making time to prepare for the Edexcel GCSE Computer Science Paper 2, the on-screen Python test. In this video, we're going to go through question 5 of the timed test 2 in the back of the revision workbook. All year 11s at Fulford should have got a free copy of your revision workbook, so we'll work through that. If you haven't got a copy or if you've lost it, we can get it cheaper than you can online. So let us know and we can arrange for you to get hold of a replacement. So we're going to work through question 5. So remember, at the start of each question, we want to rename our file to save it as the file name that the question paper says. So Control-Shift-S or File Save As. This one should be Q05 finished. And then let's read through the question. Hopefully, we can finish this video in about 12 minutes to give you time to be able to work through at your own pace to prove that you can do this in plenty of time in the actual exam. So a program's being developed to work with a one-dimensional data structure, so that's going to be a list of random numbers. The data structure is going to be implemented as a list. The random numbers are generated by a subprogram and placed into that list. And a subprogram is required to calculate the mean, so the average mean of the even numbers in the data structure. So we open the file. Yep, we've done that already. The first video explains how you can get hold of that, or the revision workbook explains where you can download them from. For us at Fulford, they're at the bottom of the VLE to download. Right, so amend, change the program and subprogram to meet the following requirements. So the subprogram must be named even mean. So it looks like we need to make our own subprogram. So we'll need to define something. It should be called even mean. We don't know yet whether it's going to take any parameters, but it's going to need something over here. I'm just going to put pass in, which does nothing at the moment, but it should get rid of the error messages. Then it says even mean takes 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. So that means there needs to be one parameter defined here. The subprogram must take 1 and only one parameter. Does it say what it should be called? Well, presumably we need to take a list. So Edexcel usually call their parameters something that begins with a P, although it looks like in this program they've called them something beginning with in. So I'll run with that for today because the data is coming into the subprogram. So we'll call it in list. That's the list that we're going to go through to find the average of all the even numbers. Okay, so here we go. The subprogram must calculate the mean of the even numbers only. Right, so that means we're going to have to go through every item in that list. So we'll use a for loop, some iteration, and let's say for number in the list that comes through as a parameter. But now we'll just display them all to see what happens. We can get rid of pass now because we've got some code that actually does something. And we'll see what happens when we run it. Okay, so we've got a lot of data in here, a lot of random data, and we're displaying them all. We want to just ignore all of the odd ones and work out the mean. So how do we work out the mean? Well, we have to add up all of the numbers and divide by how many you're adding together. So we'll need to keep track of how many even numbers. So let's do even numbers count. I want to do it the Pythonic way with snake case, but I'll be consistent with the naming convention that has been used in this file. Oops. So we'll start off saying that there's no even numbers. Then we want to detect how many we've got. So let's have some comments to see what we're doing. Check if number is even. Well, how do we do that? Number is the number that we've got as random. So we can say if that number divided by 2 gives a remainder of 0, that means it's going to be even. So if it is even, then we can increase this count so that we know how many to divide by at the end. And then we should probably say even number total. We start at 0 and then we can increase that by the current number. So let's see if that works. That will calculate the total of all of the even numbers outside of the loop, so no longer indented. We need to calculate the mean of the even numbers only. Remember, we're just taking the bullet points and using those as our comments. How do we do that? Well, in fact, no, so we want to do that outside of this for loop. So I need to unindent again. Average of, no, let's do it the camel case way, of even numbers is equal to the even number total, so that's the sum of all of them added together, divided by the count of all of them, how many we've had. Okay, and then the next bullet point says return the mean to the caller. Right, so let's return the average of even numbers and put a comment in. You will get marks for using white space, you will get marks for putting comments in. So even if you don't understand how to do any of this, if all you do is put comments of the bullet points and put some white space in between, you're going to get 2 marks probably. Return the mean. The subprogram must work for any number of values generated. Well, this will, because we're iterating through each one. Let's check and see. So we have a number, but we've got no idea if that's the right number. So let's comment that out for now and say number list is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do we expect? It should just add 2 and 4 together to get 6. Divide 6 by 2 because we've only got 2 even numbers, and the answer should be 3, which it is. Great. And it says do not add any additional functionality. So we must remember to take that out and stick with what we've got here. And we have a working solution. So even though you might think it would be better to say the mean is, or to round this to 1 decimal place or something, don't. It says do not add any additional functionality. I quite like these question 5s. As long as you understand what subprograms are, you'll be fine. So just in case you don't, remember a subprogram is a part of your code that has a name, and you have to define it by saying this is what you do in order to generate a list, or this is what you do to calculate the mean of all the even numbers. It's giving a block of code a name. How do you call a subprogram? Well, you just say its name. So you're going to, you say its name. Generate list is the name of the subprogram. In this case, it's a procedure because it doesn't return a value. This is a function because it does return a value. And then the other thing that you need to make sure you understand is parameters. Parameters are the values that come in to customize how the subprogram works. So when we call generate list down here, we're saying I want you to store all of the randomly generated numbers into this list, and I want you to generate 100 of them. So that when you call this, it knows where to store those numbers in this global variable here, and it knows how many to generate. All right, all the very best for question 5.